Hello and welcome back. This is Dr. Kelly Rock. The focus of this tutorial is going to be, what is a progression plan? We're going to be talking in depth about deciding how and when to complete the classes that you need to graduate from the program. You'll want to start by asking yourself some very basic questions. And there are going to be as many answers to these questions as there are individuals. So one of the primary questions that you are going to need to ask is, what is reasonable for me, given my work, my family, and other outside obligations? You need to go into this knowing that each student needs to estimate on spending an average of 9 hours per week on schoolwork for each 3-credit course. That is a general average. Some students need more time, some students need less. Am I on a timeline to complete my degree? How many classes do I want to take during any one semester? And do I want to take classes in the summer and or during intersession, which is what we call our very brief 3-week winter semester? I do want to give you a heads up when it comes to completing your non-nursing course requirements. We recommend that students complete these as early as possible, as some of these non-nursing courses are prerequisites for nursing classes. We do strongly advocate that you take your 300 level English course before starting your nursing courses, or even in your first semester. In particular, it is the English 308 course that is recommended highly by nursing faculty because of the content on APA format. Keep in mind that HEAD 200, which I believe is now Exercise Science 200, it is the nutrition course, is required before taking Nursing 401, which is health assessment. The Math 109 prerequisite is required before Nursing 402, which is our research course. Management 356 is required either before or in the exact same semester as Nursing 406. Nursing 401, 402, 403, 404, 405, and 406 must be completed before enrolling in Nursing 496, which is our capstone course. Nursing 496 can be taken in the same semester as both 491 and 495, or after completing those two courses. If you plan to take your non-nursing courses outside of Frostburg State University, you need to obtain pre-approval through the Office of the Registrar. Your contact for this purpose will be Cassie Hunter, and her email is listed there on the slide. After you are admitted to Frostburg, it is vital that you receive pre-approval for any coursework outside of FSU. If you do not receive pre-approval, you risk those credits not being transferred in to count toward your degree, so you will absolutely want to get pre-approval. Also, keep in mind that non-nursing courses are indeed offered at Frostburg State. Some are available online, while others are taught traditionally, meaning live on campus. You will want to use pause to see what classes are available semester by semester. And you can search this using the class search option that's talked about later in this module. I'm going to start, before I talk about this slide, I am going to say that this is the current official course schedule. For the last semester or so, we have been experimenting with offering classes during additional semesters. That's currently just a trial. So this is our official course schedule list by which you're going to make your own progression plan as an assignment in this module. So Nursing 401 is offered every spring and summer. Nursing 402 is offered every fall and spring. Nursing 403 is offered fall, intersession, and spring. Nursing 404 and 405 is offered every fall and spring. Nursing 406 is offered in the summer and fall. Nursing 491 with 495 is offered fall, summer over 12 weeks, and spring. Nursing 496 is offered every fall, summer over 6 weeks, and spring. Management 356 is offered during intersession with very limited seats and summer over 6 weeks. And Nursing 407, which is an elective, is typically offered in the spring. Again, this is the official course schedule, but we are experimenting with some changes. So stay tuned to the Program Resource Center where we will be posting any changes. And this is just an overview of our courses. So 401 is Health Assessment, 402 is Nursing Research, 403 is Professionalism, 404 is Informatics, 405 is Ethics, 406 is Leadership. Nursing 491 with 495 is the Population Health Course and Practicum. The 495 component is our one and only practicum that is required. It contains a total of 135 hours. Additional information can be found in the BSN Program Resource Center under the Practicum Nursing 495 tab. We will also cover that in a later module in your orientation. And Nursing 496 is known as Capstone. You will compile all of your major assignments from all of your previous nursing courses to complete an e-portfolio project. And again, we will be talking more about that also later in the orientation course. So when developing your progression plan, please remember, number 1, review your plan of study to know exactly what courses you must complete. Number 2, review when those classes are available. Number 3, review the prerequisite rules. And number 4, review the course order rules. And one more thing. Students must successfully pass the NCLEX RN examination and obtain licensure as a registered nurse prior to registering for Nursing 495, which is that clinical practicum. Okay, so in reviewing the plan of study for Batman, again, I just want to reiterate, the classes that Batman needs to take to graduate is English 308, 338, or 339, a 3-credit Fine and Performing Arts course, Nursing 401, 402, 403, 404, 405, 406, 491, 495, 496, Management 356, and a 3-credit elective. So in this process, the next question that a student needs to ask, or Batman needs to ask, is when are those courses available? And that's what is listed right here on your slide. The third thing the student needs to do is review the prerequisite rules, which are here, and review the course order rules, which is right here. So you're going to go through a four-step process when you develop your own progression plan. Okay, so knowing what he needs to take, when things are available, and what the prerequisite and course order rules are, this is Batman's unique plan. He plans to take English 308, his Fine and Performing Arts course, and his elective in the summer of 2016. The following semester, he's going to take Nursing 402 and 405 when they are offered. The following spring, he's going to take 403 and 404. The following summer, he's going to take Management 356, Nursing 406 and 401. And then in his last semester, he plans to take an aggressive 3 courses, Nursing 491 with 495 and 496. That is one example of a perfect progression plan. This slide just shows you that some students actually use their progression plans. They'll make an extra copy and they will just plot in the semester column the semester in which they plan to take the course that's highlighted in yellow. It's just another way of doing the exact same thing as I listed out here on this slide. But for some folks that are more visual learners, this may work for you and may help you keep on top of things. Okay, so in order to pass this module in the orientation course, you will need to complete a progression plan. That being said, you are not bound or married to this progression plan. This is an assignment that will show us that you understand the steps you need to go through in order to do this correctly. So if you plan, you're going to start with this current semester, so you would put in 2017 and you would start with the summer semester. Okay. If my 2017 fall brand new students are starting, you would start plotting here. This would be 2018, followed by 2019. We have some rules that you need to remember, and just a quick view of when these courses are offered, and then a key also. So you'll need to complete your name, student ID, you'll need to fill in the blocks with the courses that you plan to take, and put the date, and then you will submit. It actually is much more difficult than people anticipate, so don't get frustrated. If you have questions, feel free to ask your advisor. You may actually need to go back and review this tutorial maybe one other time because it is not the easiest process to understand, and there are so many variables. There is no cookie cutter approach to this because every student has individualized circumstances, and we do try to be as flexible as we can with our program. Also, just one final thought. Keep in mind that life happens. Your progression plan is a living, breathing plan that can, and often is, changed and altered depending on your life circumstances. Make sure that you always refer back to this tutorial if you need to alter your plan to complete the program. Thank you.